Okay, so welcome to our safe Q&A session, and we already have a first question to start with, thankfully. And all conversation is driven by your queries, as we probably may know based on our previous conversation. I'm Saket Bansal, your host. I have been teaching Scaled Agile since 2014, so it's been more than 10 years now. And other than Scaled Agile, I also teach Agile coaching, project management, program management. So like different kind of programs. Now, coming up with the first question, project manager with the 15 years of experience, have done PMP and Agile and Scrum certification. Should I do SAFe? And even if I think of doing SAFe, should I do SAFe Scrum Master or should I do SAFe Agilist, yeah, or leading SAFe program? So first is that should you do SAFe? It is more dependent on what kind of role and what kind of environment you are targeting. If you work in the agile environment and you expect that there is going to be a bigger team setup, maybe your company is not using SAFe, but if you are working in a service company, your client might be using SAFe. So your section of the work may also need to be compliant with SAFe way of working. From a scaled agile perspective, for the people who are into leadership and management role, they have a comprehensive introductory program which is expected to introduce SAFe to you, and they call it Leading SAFe with SAFe Agilist certification. So this particular program is not pointing to any role like a Scrum Master, product owner. It gives you a comprehensive understanding of SAFe. Now, if I compare with the SAFe Scrum Master program, this SAFe Agilist or Leading SAFe program is little bit big. It has more content than the Scrum Master content, SAFe Scrum Master content, because it is meant for managers. So it covers the idea related to principles behind SAFe. So we end up spending 3-4 hours talking about them. It also covers a topic related to how do we do governance, budgeting in SAFe way of working. We end up spending 1.5 hour talking about it. So people who are coming from management experience, these two topics are very valuable for them. People who are coming from Scrum Master experience, sometimes they find these two topics very heavy for them. Yeah, because they are more focusing on how do I run execution of the iterations, how do we do that in SAFe. So if I'm coming from around 10ish years of experience with the help of Scrum related background, I would recommend one should go for SAFe Scrum Master. It will be a lightweight program. You majorly run, say 70% you run about Scaled Agile, 30% you run about how to run a sprint. So overall, your CSM content also get covered into SAFe Scrum Master class. But if you are targeting managerial role, you are not clear about what role you will play in SAFe. You are targeting that your client might be using SAFe and you may need to give them a consultancy. You may remain as a project manager in that particular context. You just want to show that I know SAFe, then you should go for leading SAFe program. So by default, people who are coming from project management background, I recommend going for leading SAFe program.
Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah. So we have a question. I have experience in Scrum Master role, but not in a SAFe Scrum Master. How do we get prepared and crack the interview questions? So see, there are two aspects. What is the expectation of the interviewer? If interviewer is hiring you as a SAFe practicing Scrum Master, then they will ask specific query which are related to your experience in running environment where multiple teams are coordinating and collaborating. So in a SAFe, we have a joint meeting of a multiple agile teams, which is called PI planning meeting. This is an event which doesn't exist in the normal Scrum. But if you are projecting yourself that I am a Scrum Master working in a SAFe environment, then you are expected to demonstrate good amount of experience of PI planning meeting and also doing coordination collaboration with other Scrum teams. Yeah. Sometimes just building the story around it may be difficult. So, if my interviewer is expecting that I want to talk to someone who understands Scrum well and who have studied SAFe, then demonstrating the knowledge of SAFe in the interview is definitely under your hand. Yeah, but demonstrating experience of SAFe in the interview is something which you should look for an opportunity before you can demonstrate that. It is a little more trickier than Scrum. Scrum maybe partially you can practice even on your own in a small agile team, but SAFe way of working is usually difficult to practice without organizational support. Yeah. So my advice, and this is something we have been discussing in our previous sessions as well, and some of the people share, where they are saying, I'm getting a call based on my Scrum Master experience only, but my interviewer is asking, the recruiter are looking for, do I have a SAFe exposure? Do I understand SAFe? And if that is the case, then definitely you can get ready. You can prepare using our collection of videos. You can definitely pick up one SAFe certification. If you are purely focusing on Scrum Master role, then going for SAFe Scrum Master certification, if not done already, is a good idea. And as you do SAFe Scrum Master certification, from a Scaled Agile, you get a 1 year membership of a tool called Safe Studio. That's a login e-learning content. And they have a lot of learning resources there. You can watch various videos related to events in Safe, like a PI planning, how to run a distributed PI planning. They also have ready to use material like a facilitation guide. So you can pick up a facilitation guide for running backlog refinement, inspect and adapt. Various material is available, which is pretty much ready to use. And they also have a AI support where they call it Safe Copilot, where you can brainstorm various concepts. For example, you can ask, give me an example of enabler. Tell me how do I do a code sync meeting? What kind of preparation I should do as a Scrum Master for PI planning meeting? So you can keep doing those kind of conversation and make your case from a knowledge base well. Experience, I think you need to look for a opportunity where they are open for a candidate who is knowledgeable about SAFe but may not have a direct experience in SAFe. Yeah.
Thank you.
That was the second query, and I can see. Great. So we got two queries till now. Anyone having queries, please put it into the chat. As my whole agenda depends upon your queries, and you can speak also. Yeah, that's also another way of helping in the conversation. Even basic questions, even if you want to have clarification about what is SAFe and other things, we can discuss. We don't have to necessarily talk about certification or other stuff only. We may have just interaction around understanding SAFe.
Hi, Saket.
Well,
Thank you for this opportunity. Actually, I have 14 years of experience in IT industry, and as a Scrum Master, 4 years of experience. And in these 4 years, I worked on a safe as a senior Scrum Master for 1 year only. After that, due to some personal reasons, I took a break in my career, and it's been 6 years now. So now I want to, start my career again. So I'm preparing myself to know to face interviews and to crack that. So during this preparation, I'm getting question like which certification is the best for me, and nowadays AI part is I'm hearing more about AI. So is that good? Like, how can I do the AI? Some courses are also providing, right? So
there are many courses in AI. Yeah. So, okay. So I try to probably repeat your question and then see what I am understanding from your query. So, say
yeah,
you want to rejoin the industry and you have exposure of working as a Scrum Master and you have worked in a 1 year in a SAFe environment also. So, you have a familiarity about things like PI planning, agile release train. These things are familiar to you. And you might have worked in those 14 years into some areas of the domain, say retail, financial sector, some areas domain awareness is also there. And now you are trying to rejoin the industry. And then when you go for a SAFe Scrum Master role, or you target a SAFe Scrum Master role, maybe you are thinking, how do I update myself so I can speak the language of SAFe Scrum Master? That's the one thing. And second thing you are exploring is, is it any expectation from AI perspective? Do I need to do AI courses also when I target the Scrum Master role? Yeah, hopefully that is what you are picking from the.
exactly. Thank you.
See, from a safe certification perspective, since you have an experience of Scrum Master and you have worked as a 1 year Scrum Master, and there is a gap also in between, I feel leading safe might be a little heavy for you. Better you go for safe Scrum Master class. And you are also targeting a Scrum Master role only. So that seems to be a right a judgment. Yeah, that seems to be a right judgment because you will be getting value of that particular content. The advantage is maybe in the last 6 years, some terminologies are changed. Overall, the basic structure of SAFe remains the same since they started 2011. Yeah, more or less everything is same, which is really get used is more or less same. Nothing much has changed, but there are new jargons, new terminology, some new terms, which may become a little blocker when you go for interview. Though the overall essence is same, but the words are new. So better I get updated with those words and I use extensively after my training the SAFe Studio. So I recap all those concepts well. That seems to be a good strategy. When it comes to AI, I personally believe, again, it may vary from place to place. AI is something, an essential skill which I need to have. I usually consider it as an Excel skill everyone should have. Now, but it's not necessary to have an Excel certification in my profile, but I definitely need to have an Excel competency in my profile. So, when we work anywhere as a leadership role, there will be various opportunities where we can use AI related automations or AI related tools. It is not just limited to knowledge management, it could be something beyond that. So, doing a generic AI awareness program might be okay, nothing wrong about it, but you can probably do your own research as well. But projecting it, working with the AI, then they will ask us specific examples like, do you use AI for automation? Do you use AI for code review? How do you use it? So that could be a specific thing. Making story out of certification class may be a little difficult, but it could be a good starting point.
Thank you. Thank you, Saket.
Okay, so we have another query. Advantage of SAFe Agilist over PMI-ACP. That's a question. Yeah, so we do both. Yeah, you can do both of them. Yeah, no problem. So it's like this. PMI-ACP is a generic certificate. SAFe, any SAFe program is a specific certificate. So scaled agile way of working is a particular way of working in agile. And if company is using scaled agile, they are just using scaled agile. They are not using anything else. Yeah. So if my client using scaled agile, if my company is expecting me to work or communicate in the environment where SAFe is used, I need to know the SAFe terminology. Yeah. Now the PMI ACP is basically still more focused on agile mindset. The PMI ACP is a program which contains content from agile coaching, contains content from Scrum Master kind of role, delivery roles, Kanban delivery roles, and also contain content related to your CSPO kind of role, product management kind of role. So they have a 4 domains. They call it Agile Mindset, which is more focused on Agile values, principles, and making sure I understand the essence of Agile and how do I behave out of Agile. Then they have a Agile Leadership, which is like a coach, guidance, how do we do servant leadership and various aspects of cultivating the right environment without focusing on a specific framework. You can apply this idea with Scrum, you can apply this idea with Kanban, you can apply this idea with hybrid agility also. Maybe you have your own framework when you are working in the Agile. Similarly, they have a product domain which is more focused on single team setup only. A product domain is basically talking about epics, user stories. You can have features in between, but still single product backlog and working with a one team, not focusing on the environment where you have a multiple agile teams integrating and you maintain multiple levels of product backlog. That part will not come. So basically focus is single team, still in a PMI ACP. Little bit exposure of multiple team will come where they say, oh, if you have to work in a multiple team, how possibly you will work? Do you have a mindset for that? That may get tested. And when it comes to delivery domain, they have a delivery domain for Agile, which is a Scrum Master kind of things. Then they ensure that overall understanding of Scrum matrices, Kanban matrices, and overall value stream mapping, those kind of concepts are covered. So overall, still rooted into Agile understanding, focusing on Scrum Master, Product Owner, Agile Coach kind of role. 95% of the content focusing on working in a single team setup. Little bit exposure may come here and there when they talk about multiple team setup in the format of how do you accumulate matrices when you have a multiple levels of teams, how do you possibly plan things when you are working with a multiple teams, some kind of content can come. Yeah, so it's a generic program, and it is valuable when I want to say I know Agile well. Yeah, I know I'm pretty proficient in Agile. I can do Scrum Master role, I can do Product Owner or Agile Coach role. I'm good awareness of Agile, but it doesn't say says that I have a good awareness of Scaled Agile. That word will not come when you do PMI-ACP. Yeah. And when you do SAFe, you just demonstrate that I know SAFe. Okay, so till now, these are the questions.
Hi, Saket.
Please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I have one question. So, I'm hearing a lot of terminologies like leading safe, scaled agile, like safe agilist, this one, ACP, etc., etc. So just could you please
So you don't have to
explain
worry
me?
about all of them.
Yeah. So, which is the certification thing and which is the learning thing? So, could you please
I know it's
differentiate this?
complicated.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
complicated. So first thing,
Because why I'm asking,
please.
I kept in my resume saying that I've been certified safe Scrum Master. They're asking what type of safe.
Then you will say SSM, Safe Scrum Master. Yeah. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, Scaled Agile framework is a approach of doing work in the context where multiple agile teams come together and they create a big family of agile team, which is called Agile Release Train. And this Agile Release Train has a one way of planning together, executing together, so that as a group of 100 people, they can produce some meaningful results, yeah, meaningful outcomes. And then from a scaled agile perspective, they also have a guidance where it talks about how do we do budgeting for these 100 people, how do we ensure whatever they are doing which is aligned to organization strategy. They call it portfolio layer. So from a perspective of understanding safe is, it's like an aggregation of multiple agile ideas. So there was a Scrum idea, Kanban idea, product management idea, governance idea, lean idea. So what these guys have done it, they integrated everything and created a big guide of how to do agile in a typical big organization where you can do end-to-end agility and you have some mechanism of handling it. So they took a like a multi-location, complex, multinational case, and they created a one agile guide for them. You can metaphorically say it, and that guide is a scaled agile framework. That's a thing. It is a collection of things. It's a website called scaledagileFramework.com. Now, after making this framework, they need to have a mechanism to educate about that framework. And whenever some company wants to implement that framework, they will push that, you need to get your manpower ready to use this particular framework well so that implementation can be done well. So what they did, they created various educational curriculum, yeah, to teach scaled agile framework. And they have a 20 plus such kind of curriculum. All of these curriculums will have maybe 30-40% same content because each curriculum will talk about basics of safe. Yeah, that's something they will teach. Now once you have learned basics of safe, then they will focus on a particular area or a role you want to play in that big family game. Yeah. So if you are playing a role of a scrum master in that family game, then they will explain you what is expected from a scrum master when you are a part of agile release train. And that becomes a one certificate. So they tell Safe Scrum Master. They give a name SSM, Safe Scrum Master. You may want to work as a product owner in the safe environment. They have other role called product management. Then they will create another flavor. This is safe product owner, product management. Now, again, 30-40% content is same in both. Yeah. But the view in the another one is made from the product owner perspective. The leading safe, which is a safe agilist program which we were discussing, they said generic. Yeah, so if anyone wants to think about implementing safe in their company, they probably want to know what is the safe is all about. I don't want to get into details of any particular role. I just want to know what is the safe framework is all about. That's a leading safe program. So one framework, but 20 plus certification program. Which one I should do depends upon what role I am playing, what kind of recruiter interest I see. I can check the type of job I am applying for. And if I see the safe skill is mentioned there, and probably a list of certificate is also appearing in the places where I am applying, and whatever certificate I see more frequently which is matching with my education and my experience, I probably want to do that. Yeah. So if generally you are a project management experience base and you are not very clear to work in a scrum master role, then you probably go for leading safe program. And if you are very clear about going in a scrum master role, then you go for safe scrum master.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
Great. Yeah.
Mm.
So there is a question how the job market of safe. Yeah. So there is no safe agilist job market. Yeah. There is a job market for safe. Yeah. Like this. So see, when you look for opportunities, especially when you are looking for opportunities and working in a service companies, like who are working for clients, clients project managers, the service company project managers are expected to know whatever client might be using. Yeah. So big organizations, especially financial sector and device companies, yeah, are safe users. So they are using scaled agile framework at their organization level. It is very difficult. A service company propose to the client that you will use SAFe for this implementation. That's very rare. What usually happen is client will say that we want to work with you, we want to take some support from your company, but we are using SAFe. Then they will say, okay, we also have a people who understand SAFe and they also can do the coding and domain work which you want to get done. So it is more like a process. It's just a process kind of awareness. So if I see this process is popular, then the knowledge of this process adds value in my CV. Now, it is fairly popular in the environment where you are targeting large organization, multinationals, usually in a financial sector and device sectors like Philips and all. So if you are targeting that kind of company, if your experience is matching to that kind of company, then having some kind of safe knowledge in a CV is advantage, even if your company may not be working on it right now, but they may get an opportunity from client where they need safe certified people. Yeah, that's what I see people doing in our classes. Exactly. I just need to see the target job I am targeting. And if I see the word safe coming out of 10 jobs I check, if I see in a 5 jobs this word is coming, then it is important for me. Out of 10 jobs, if hardly see it once, then maybe it's less important for me. If I don't see anywhere, then it is definitely not important for me. Yeah. So why I'm saying so? Because searching job is not just based on one certificate or one process. It requires various other things, the experience range, the domain you work in, the location. There are various factors. So when you search the job based on various factors and where you see I'm probably ready for these kind of jobs, and then I need to see if the scaled agile is coming quite often, then that's something important for me. Yeah, certificate name may vary. I first need to search is the scaled agile name is coming in the jobs. So do we have a separate certificate for AI project management? You will find anything, everything. Yeah. So yes, we do. PMI has a program. They have a free program where one you can do some amount of project management with AI kind of stuff. The Scrum Alliance also runs a program. They call it AI Certified Scrum Master, AI Certified Product Owner. So there are certification programs which will teach you some of the important AI content. Yeah. So there are. And we do run the Scrum Alliance certified safe certified AI Scrum Master and AI Product Owner class. In case someone wants to add that stamp in their CV, it's a 1 day program, and we have a trainer teaching it. I don't teach myself, but I have made set of videos. I have made around 10 plus videos on how to possibly a project manager can use AI, basically on ChatGPT around. So one can check it. But yes, yeah. As of now, I'm not that much excited teaching AI because I feel it is like an Excel sheet and people should be learning it rather than doing certification out of it as of now. But still, as a business, we do a certification for AI. Yeah.
So what is the best certification for the Scrum Masters in AI point of view?
Scrum Master working in safe environment or team environment. Yeah.
Safe environment.
Safe environment, safe Scrum Master. Then it's a clear cut. Safe Scrum Master, SSM.
But this is not having the AI, right? Or is it also having AI?
None of the certificate of SAFe has a AI inside it. They have a separate microcredit for AI. Yeah. So all these companies like a Scrum Alliance, Scaled Agile, PMI, their core certificate, which is like a Scrum Master, Product Owner, or Project Manager, they are still focusing on competencies which are needed for those roles. And then they have a add-on small, they call it microcredit now, which can be learned. Some of them can be learned using self-paced program like a PMI Scaled Agile focuses on self-paced program. You can add that microcredit. That way you can just get some exposure of how to use AI. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you
Thank you.
have to do AI microcredit on top of it. Same for Scrum Master also. If you do a pure Scrum Master class, you don't get AI content added inside that. But then they have a small 1 day program where you can do the microcredit for uh, AI. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. If we have something more, we talk. We do have collection of videos which can help you in learning basics of SAFe. It's around 50 plus videos playlist in our YouTube. So anyone can explore it. Yeah, that's a good starting point. And then one can also explore a little bit on scaleagileframework.com. It used to be an open framework. Anyone can read it end to end without paying any money. But from last 6 7 months, they have restricted it. They don't allow you to read beyond a point, and after that you need to buy their Safe Studio license. Yeah, so it's a membership you need to buy. But if you do a program with the Scaled Agile, then for a first program they give you 1 year membership free. Yeah, that's the idea, and then again you need to pay for their further things. Yeah. So they have a micro credit for Scaled Agile, also achieving responsible AI, and that's something they sell it as a small AI based micro credit program add on after you do the thing. Yeah. Great. Thank you for checking our YouTube videos. That's good. Yeah.
Is there a link socket to get there or just
The playlist for YouTube. Yeah, I can share.
yeah.
Yeah, I can share that. It's a yeah collection of videos, and it will help you to explore things. I'm just putting in a minute. I'm finding it out. In the meantime, if anyone has a query, please let me know, else we are good to conclude. Maybe, yeah, that's also a thing. I have, as of now, 59 videos added in that playlist. You can browse up and down and find it out. I'm sharing it in the chat. That's the playlist for our Scaled Agile videos. Okay, looks like we are settling down now. So I think if I just give a pause for another minute, if we have any query, please bring it, else we conclude the session. Yeah, and I do personally take all these SAFe classes. I take Leading SAFe very often, SAFe Scrum Master pretty often, and I also take SAFe Product Owner, Product Manager. That's a kind of a requirement management role in SAFe. So I take these three programs quite often. In fact, the next weekend I am running a Leading SAFe class, and afterward we will learn the others. So in case you are interested, you can check our calendar as well. Our timings are usually weekends, and we do evening timing in India. So it may be suitable for many locations. For US, it will be morning. So I start around 3:30 and we run till night, and then we do it again the next day. 2 days program. Okay. So thank you everyone for your participation. And if you have any follow-up query, do drop a message in our YouTube videos or somewhere. You have so many channels to connect us. My team will also send an email so you can reply back there as well. And we will also publish this video in our YouTube channel after some time. Yeah. So bye for now. Thank you for your participation.
Thank you. Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.